So we're back at it, playing more Arknights. Okay. Are we gonna get a motorcycle? There was a reference to a motorcycle earlier as well. Why am I having a hard time saying motorcycle? Like Mushmouth. Okay. Here's Tata. I haven't really explored this area all that much, so...
This is one rewarding trip.
Oh, sometime I'm gonna have to take a look at all of the weapons and stuff I've accrued. Invisible wall, yeah. Okay, so there's nothing in there. Okay. Little speck. Speck of whatever that's supposed to be. Just a magic dust that contains components.
Unlike the Blight and Rifts, Orleans aren't that dangerous.
There's more stuff. I can't help myself. I must... Oh. What are you doing down there? What the hell are you doing? Who's breaking shit? Only I'm allowed to break shit. Unless it's ore, then you have to break it for me. You work for me. Oh, this is where we were supposed to go. Okay. Some Oraline. Chest.
This feels familiar.
Feels like I've done that literally 185 times. Or so. Anything up there? I want to send this elevator down. Oh, it's down on this side. Interesting. Wasn't that fun? I like those little bounce pads. Okay. Is there a way to get up from here? No. You have to take the bounce pad? Actually, before I do that, let's go this way. I didn't look both ways. Okay, nothing done. Oh, okay. How do I move? Oh my god, come on. You're gonna get me killed. There we go. Need... Need sprinkle above. That's a... piss on me. Oh, okay, here we go. Alright, see ya. Oh, no, wait, what was that? That was weird. I'm glad I put my sign there. I feel great now. Oh, there's an anchor. Okay. What is this? What the hell is that? Maybe you're supposed to place those markers down because it shows up on my map now. I'm gonna flower thing. I'm sure this is related to a quest or something, but just in case, right? That's how I am. I'm taking notes. This is serious business. Oh, right. The wrong thing is marked. I forgot. I took that job, and I can't do it until we explore more of this area. Okay, so we have to get back up.
Nice find. Do we really have to turn it over to the watch guards?
No. We've literally never done that. Of course we're not handing it over. What do you think we're doing here? We're not running a fucking charity. This is for my profit, for my benefit. Okay. Guess I just missed that earlier. There's something up here? Just another way up there. A note, Originium scientist. Won't be on this week. Science Park is really busy with stuff lately. We're trying to validate a new mode of activation. Maybe Valley 4 is all we need to revive the great Originium oak. Excuse me. If this works, you gotta tell Granny Jenna about it. Old lady really had it tough. One more thing, tell Mom to stop adding agagrit powder to the soup. Anything over here? Oh. Oh, right. I've already explored this area. Yeah, we can't do that. We need the puzzle piece. We're missing a Tetris block. And that's where we came from. I know I looked around here before, but I didn't look super close. Okay. This is to get around here, right? There, I think there's like barium or something over here. Yeah. And then what's this person selling? Let's see it. Oh. Excuse me. Just one? May as well. That's fine. If I want to read it later, I'll read it later. Okay. Oh, I think there was like Arlene there or something before. That would be a spot for it. While we're here, may as well pick it up. Oh, right. I remember this now. Yep, we couldn't get past that. It just went dark and then he turned around. Okay. We've explored here already. That looks like the same old... That's the same old lady from the mine. Or the quarry. Is there anything up here? Facility under maintenance? Okay. What a shame. What a rotten way to die. Okay. Had a dream, vision of a blood red river splitting open a mountain. Oh my god. Asteron is immersed in this river. It has returned. I gazed upon it. Despair was the only thing I felt. I thus turned around and ran downstream, down to the ruins of the oak. The great tree burned, and the fire consumed me, Asteron. And everything else. Who's that? Who's Asteron? Asteron? Oh. Oh! Nightmares from the past. Evidently some nightmares from the past have lingered on. The crewmates seem to remember something terrifying. What is this terrifying entity that forced the crew to adopt a near-suicidal means to fight back? Hell yeah. Oh. Okay, this is interesting. That's kind of cool that we get like a follow-up here. Nightmares from the past. An investigation report. Endman, we have received, organized, and analyzed the documents you gathered from the Origin load spring. We can currently confirm that the crewmates were referring to the giant agalos that attacked Valley 4 20 years ago. Asteron is the name that we gave this agalos that attacked Valley 4. Its specifications and data were lost during the war. But now, from 20 years ago, you don't remember this? Whatever. But now we can confirm that this entity was at least 100 meters in height. It was called the Asteron, as it resembled crude rock paintings of the sun made during ancient times in Terra. Asteron, I think it's Asteron, it's gotta be. Asteron featured over 1,000 spokes that twist and rotate like a great circular vortex. When Asteron advanced, it covered the land with an ominous shade of dark red generated by the aether flowing in its immense form, a deathly zone for all living things within. Due to the loss of video and other surveillance data, we could hardly imagine how the UWST felt when they faced Asteron 20 years ago. Nevertheless, the crew emerged victorious from this battle. The special macro formation of Originium clusters, known as the Great Originium Oak, was used as a weapon when the Valley folk fought against Asteron. But how did they do it? Did they simply use the oak as a bomb? The explosive yield of that amount of Originium would have completely devastated the whole of Valley 4. I know this should not be something I'm supposed to ask, but our database only contained the most basic of data about the Great Originium Oak. You probably know more about this Originium formation, but your memories. Lastly, most importantly, be cautious, Endman. Rumors and stories whispered by the crewmates about the agalos may not be completely unfounded. Many dangerous and hostile entities may be buried under the origin load spring. You might run into something that should have died in the past. That's cool, though, that all the stuff is here. I'm gonna look Asteron. Not Asterion from Baldur's Gate 3. I just wanted to look up to see if maybe this was a thing from, like if this was a thing from Arknights, like before, but no, it doesn't look like it. I thought maybe, you know, they're referencing something from the original game. Nope. Okay. Come on, invisible wall. Why would you do this to me?
fragment of a shattered universe.
Is it?
This one traveled massive distances to be here,
Did it?
right before us.
How'd you know that? You're just making it up. I don't believe you. Okay. Let's move on. Oh wait. Wow, they're really laying it on.
Admin, you're here! This is Royal, and this is the admin I've mentioned before. So, Royal, go ahead and tell us what happened. The admin can definitely help.
Really? Admin, will you go and save my friends in the team? Okay, so this is what happened. We were one of the first survey teams to be sent out there to look for survivors. There were 3 of us, me included. We knew the Shockwave was a threat, so we got ourselves a 20-minute window of opportunity. Our task was to identify the danger zones, clear a path, and make things easier for the SAW crew and their rescue work. But we were too impatient and pushed too deep. We got really close to an anchor.
Close to an anchor?
Yes. A senior mate of the crew said he saw an anchor fall with his own eyes in his last survey run. The barrier blocking the way to the Cradle of the Ages appeared after the anchor fall. We thought these 2 events were related. But then, the anchor started giving off shockwaves before we could even get close enough.
Shockwaves? But you got back without a scratch. How did you pull that off?
That's your key finding, Royal. Show our friends what you found.
Well, I don't know what exactly happened. I just grabbed this branch in a moment of desperation. Here, this one.
An Originium formation shaped like a branch.
This branch suddenly glowed and everything around me flashed and, well, I didn't get a clear look of what exactly happened, but it managed to block the shockwave.
Really? Does that mean we can use this thing to get rid of the anchor?
No. This branch has gone inert.
We just kept running and running, but the shockwaves demolished the road. Well, I was the only one who made it back. But I believe they're still alive. Perhaps they found other branches.
Is it literally an oak?
Please head out there and save them.
I understand how you feel, but we must find a way that can reliably negate the shockwave. This Originium branch has a very unique structure. The only one capable of molding the crystal into this form. The Endman's memories have not returned.
I believe I saw something like this branch. Right in our very own camp.
Oh, I remember.
Really? If we...
There's a living Originium sapling in the camp, growing on that platform over there. Granny Jenna has been taking care of it for 20 years.
Hey, we read a note about
She
her.
definitely knows something.
A living Originium sapling. Team, there's no time to waste. Let's talk to Granny Jenner.
I'll take Royal to Surgeon UF for his checkup.
Please, people.
Okay.
The Originium sapling. The 3 accordatories have been extremely cautious and meticulous with the vaulting of
remember.
information related to the Endman.
Oh.
Is this the Originium sapling?
It is. An Originium arts of such nature. This is your work, Endman.
Just a fragment of a legacy from a time gone by. It is still too young and delicate. It won't give us the protection that it had once offered. The youths hardly look at it anymore. They probably couldn't appreciate what this sapling meant to us. Greetings. I'm Jenna, and I'm the one raising this little sapling.
This sapling... Is it from...
History only remains in the memories of old folks like us. Time goes on, and barely anyone remembers what lay in the containment zone, or why it was called the Cradle of the Ages. Does anyone remember the massive great oak that grew at that place? Oh, how it sparkled with gentle glows as it sank its roots deep into the soil. The one who planted it told us this very place
It was only 20 years
would
ago.
become our new home. We depended on the oak to make our living and win our battles. The Originium veins created by its roots brought wealth, and an outpost started growing around it as prophesized. But then came the time when there was no choice but to destroy the oak ourselves. It was the day when dark Asteron fell upon the valley. Hundreds of bodies twisted into a burning maelstrom that tore through the land. In its wake lay only desolation.
Really? An Angelos?
Yet the people achieved final victory, and the price they paid was everything. They detonated the great Originium oak, the giant tree that once gave them their homes. The shards of the great Originium oak tore through the core of Asteron. Of the massive trunk of the oak, only an empty hollow remains. The shattered Asteron now sleeps within it. What was once our cradle became a tomb for two bodies. Only the old miners still worry, fearful for the day when anchors come screaming down and wake the shattered Angelos. A day when dark Asteron answers the distant call, rises from its tomb, reassembles its broken body, and cloaks the valley once again in a deathly shroud of red.
So, the containment zone between those anchors is a tomb for a giant Angelos?
If this story were true, we would need to contend with more than that rift in the sky. That Angelos alone would destroy the entirety of Valley 4.
And that is why we spent all these years taking care of this sapling. It is the only scion of the Great Oak. The oak once left many of its fragments and traces, but this tiny thing is the only one that survived. Perhaps it could save us again.
This tree shall protect you. A day will come when this land becomes your home.
Endman? Endman? Are you alright? You don't look so good. Do you need rest?
Stay alert! Those anchors have been activated. Angeloi? How did so many of them show up in such a short time?
This is a very bad sign. We must act right now. Otherwise, the Angeloi or even just the shockwaves could raze this place to the ground.
Indeed. It's been years since I last saw this many anchors. Or the planter of the Great Oak.
Let's go, Endman. We must have faith in these people.
We've detected signals of a
Okay.
large Angeloid cluster in the Origin load spring. The camp is also being attacked by Angeloi at multiple sites.
Send us the coordinates. This camp lacks professional armed personnel. We must act quickly.
Crewmates are still evacuating. Tata!
Okay.
What about Tata?
Yo, what's going on, Mikey? How's it going? You caught me. This is like catching somebody with a needle in their arm. Somebody walks in on you playing a gacha game. You have to Google it. Well, it's exactly like, yeah, it's a gacha game. So it's exactly like a Genshin Impact or Wuthering Waves style game. But the big thing that this game has is it has automation like Factorio or
Great job, Tata. You protected these kids.
or Satisfactory. So like you build a factory.
Goodness, nothing terrible happened.
So it's like the secondary gameplay is that side of it. And that's the side I really like.
Leave that to me.
Everything else is like anime type shit. Or like pretty standard, you know what I mean? It's totally fine for free, but, you know.
We made enough.
Watch your step, people. All variables within us. Give it a go.
Yeah.
Everyone's chipping in.
Two heads are better than one, and four even.
Verify and report personal status, team.
But yeah, the whole factory production side of this game, it has really hooked me in a crazy way.
Commence L7.
Shall face karmic justice.
Please.
There, just throw them all. Why did it cut away?
They'll keep coming until we destroy the anchors. But we can't just let them attack the crew.
Go and take care of the anchors, Anmin. Don't worry. I got this.
Hey, it's dangerous.
Have faith in her.
Even with such conditions and zero memories, so long as everyone's united, great things can be achieved. Fratello, non potresti essere come l'Anmin?
Sei intrufolata nella valle da sola. L'Endmin lo sa.
Taci! Prima facciamoli fuori!
That was kind of a crazy cutscene. They haven't really done that in this very much. This was this part was still an ad. Oh well, I mean, kind of. It was an ad for the gacha because those characters are you have to gamble for them.
It's Originium.
Did the Endman's Originium arts create this?
We can use these saplings as we continue our path.
Anchor and anchor shockwave. Anchors can constantly emit dangerous shockwaves. If the controlled operator is hit by... Oh. Destroy the anchor cores to stop the shockwaves. And generate a protective shield. Okay. After about your YouTube. Oh no, I don't think I mentioned YouTube. Yeah, no, I saw that you were talking about the that you probably have seen ads of this. You almost certainly have. The game came out, what's today, the 26th? It came out 4 days ago, so it's pretty fresh. Okay. But no, hey, stick around. If you stick around for a little bit, you'll see the factory gameplay, because that's what I spend most of my time on.
Tata here. Too risky to take it along right now.
Edmund, look! I found an Originium branch here as well.
Yeah, we're finding them all over the place, dumbass. Oh, the joke for the title of the VODs. Yeah, I get. Yeah. No, and here's the thing, right? Is that I've had like a series of
We need to destroy that anchor first.
like 12-hour-long streams, and I've mostly been playing this. So there are a lot of VODs. You'll see a lot of titles, a lot of stupid titles for games. I get what you mean though. Now, a lot of this too. A lot of there's a glyph floating in the air, and you have to destroy a bunch of stuff
Nailed it.
to
There's a
whittle
wall
it down.
of light blocking the way. Is this the barrier Royal was talking about?
You're probably right. When we destroyed the anchor, that barrier seemed to change as well.
Yeah, a piece is obviously missing from the symbols.
You didn't miss that
These
much. It's just been this
anchors
past
definitely
week.
have something to do with this barrier.
The anchors are slowing our progress to reach the Cradle of the Ages. Indeed.
Whoops.
We know
There's
little about the situation in this area. Stay vigilant, team.
There's some TRLE stuff going up too. So there are other things that are more to your interests than gacha stuff.
Anchors.
Honestly, for the VODs channel, it's like a double-edged sword. When I get like really invested into a game, hold on, I'll let her yap. But I whenever I get like super invested in a game, even like Expedition 33, when like all of the VODs going up were like one a day for Expedition 33, you'll see like I'll get like people subscribing. So I'll get like one excuse me, a couple of days I'll get a handful of subscribers, because that channel, you know, it's still really small, and then I'll lose like 1 or 2 subscribers the next day, and it's just because like people subscribe for one thing, and then randomly they'll see like a shitload of Expedition 33 VODs or a shitload of Arknights Endfield VODs, and they're like, wait, hold on, I didn't realize I was subscribed to an Arknights channel. That's kind of how it goes. So that kind of fluctuates. But Expedition 33 is awesome. Expedition 33 was really good. I was pretty late to that party. And the funny thing is, I don't know, I like JRPG, so I knew I would like it. But I was like, I have so many old games to play. Why would I buy a new game?
Activated itself. It's starting to glow. Watch out!
Oh wait.
Darn it, the bridge is out. And we can't use the crane car control panel. Wait, what's that? There are people over there.
They could be the survey team that failed to retreat. Not sure how long those Originium saplings will last. Let's hurry and take out that anchor.
Oh. But yeah, no, for Expedition 33.
This Originium slug. It's moving. Let's follow it.
So bad at JRPGs. Well, yeah, and especially because it's like, I mean, half of it is like a rhythm game almost. You know, you're just it's just memorizing the patterns, attack patterns, so you can parry everything. But now we finally know what these things do, so that's interesting. Some Originium slugs have Originium branches growing from them. Are we ever going to find out what we can do with the other bugs? Okay. Fuck it, go.
There's Originium all over this place. Why would UWST abandon it? It could have been their colossals.
They probably have their reasons.
But yeah,
With Originium this active, the risk of eripathy goes way up. Originium demand in Valley 4 has declined.
The yields of other mines
For
are more
Expedition
than capable
33,
of meeting local
I was like
conditions.
holding off, and then I talked to someone like IRL, and they were like, "Yeah, no, you should play it. It's like the best game ever." And I was like, "Ah, fuck." All right, like, I don't talk to people in real life about video games very often, to be honest. So as soon as somebody's like, "Yeah, this game's really good," I was like, "Ah, shit. I guess I should check it out then, huh?" And then I bought it and spent like 80 hours, well, not 80, like 40 hours playing it in the first like 3 days, and I was like, okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, hey, oh my god, the whole gang. What's going on, Jamika? It's funny, I was just saying to Mikey that, like, I've played a couple of TRLEs that are like way more
Careful.
to your guys' interests.
Thank goodness
And you
we're
guys are here
fast.
when I'm playing gacha game. Looking for a few hours, been streaming on our time zone. Oh yeah.
Watch out, people!
Called Paper Mario, then there's a new game out called Escape? Oh god, what? Escape from Ever After? Oh, wait, yeah, I've seen this. Is this on, hold on. Sorry, one sec. Am I thinking of a different game, maybe? Was this available in, like, a bundle or something recently? I could be thinking of a different game, but, there's a couple of, like, Paper Mario related, or Paper Mario style games, which is interesting. There's one about bread, something? I don't know. But no, maybe that's not the one I was thinking of, but I'll definitely check that out, because it seems my type. Oh, and you've never played Paper Mario? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You gotta check it out. But yeah, and also I have been kind of streaming in your guys' time zone. It's because my sleep schedule is totally fucked, and I've just been like, you know what? Like, instead of like trying to stick to a schedule, I'll just start streaming when I've got the time. And it just so happens that it's just been in your time zone, I guess, because it's just I have the most fucked sleep schedule known to man. It's terrible. It's a good thing that they're not affected by this, because they're just out in the open. What I forget that sometimes, that like... That, oh god. That I'm thinking like, okay, it seems kind of pointless to stream at like a certain hour, but then I'm like, wait, that's when like all you guys were watching when I was playing Tomb Raider, so...
Careful! That was close. Thank goodness we're fast.
Miss loads of Jimmy streams. After work, I end up having dinner at 8 p.m. and pass out. I feel that though, you know? Too many hard games coming through some time in the future. For a Paper Mario? What are you playing now, Jamika? Did you get through all 6 Tomb Raiders? Schedule's not good for a time zone either. Yeah, I mean, it never is when you have like real world commitments, right? You know what I mean? And then when you get the time to stream, then you're competing with everybody else's free time and the things that everybody else is doing.
Luckily, we have these Originium branches.
Finished TR4 a couple days ago. The game can frack off. True. I saw you know what's crazy? I noticed that there's a handful of different projects for like I don't know, like, I don't know if they're open source necessarily. Oh, I know Open Lara is open source, but the point is that there's multiple projects for like, what's the word? for like reverse engineering like the engine for Tomb Raider and like decompiling it. I saw there's like TRX that Tomb Raider 1 and 2 is playable in it with like modern effects and stuff like that and modern resolutions and frame rates. And then obviously OpenLore has been around for a while. But what's fucking crazy is that because it's open source, people have like, you can play Tomb Raider 1, the first like 3 or 4 levels of Tomb Raider 1 on a Game Boy Advance. That's fucking crazy, man. And I saw like, you know, people are doing crazy stuff like porting Mario to like the Dreamcast and shit like that. But to see like, I might play that on stream, honestly, because I mean, it works on real hardware, so you can just emulate it. But yeah, you can play Tomb Raider 1 at like 15 frames per second, which, to be fair, that's pretty much how it ran on the Sega Saturn as well. And oh, so this is like a funny aside. I texted my dad earlier today, and it's funny that you guys are here in the chat for this, but I texted my dad earlier today, asking him if he still had that copy of Tomb Raider 4 for the Saturn, because I don't remember having ever played a game on the Saturn, but in like the spare bedroom there's a TV, and then in like the entertainment center under the TV there was a Sega Saturn forever, and I'm pretty sure there is a sealed copy of Tomb Raider for a Sega Saturn somewhere at my parents' house. And I was like, do you still have that? Because I want to mount it on my wall. I mean, it's a $200 copy of Tomb Raider right there. Yeah, no, it's just funny because I'm like, I know my dad played Tomb Raider on PS1, you know? I don't know why he had a copy for Sega Saturn as well. I think it came out on Saturn first, right? Because it was supposed to be an exclusive for Saturn. They secured that, and then it came out on PS1 later. But I know he would have played it for PS1 if he played it for anything. People would kill you for that. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. And the funny thing is, like, I remember seeing that when I was like a kid, and that's why I just remembered that randomly the other day. And then I texted my dad earlier today. I haven't heard back yet, but I could be wrong. It could have been an open copy, but I'm pretty sure it was a sealed copy, which is really funny. So somewhere at my parents' house there is a Sega Saturn and a sealed copy of Tomb Raider for Saturn. Even an open copy is nice. Yeah, it's the original print, I would guess. Yeah, I never played Sega. The funny thing is, obviously I had one because he has one, so I had one as a kid. And I don't remember having ever played a Sega Saturn game. I might have played like Panzer Dragoon or something. I don't know. That's all I can imagine I would have played. So I don't know why he had it. I don't know why he had that.
But how do these Originium branches block the Shockwave?
I might play
Are they any different from the usual Originium ore?
The Saturn port of it. I thought of that maybe. Ever played a Sega? Really? Not even like a Genesis?
These branches seem to respond to our Endministrator. After all, the Great Oak does owe its existence to the Endmen. I've been trying to... Excuse me. Never played the Sega Saturn. That one, I mean, I feel like most people haven't played a Sega Saturn. There's a reason why it like came and went so fast. And the Dreamcast was like before the PS2 even came out. My pal had one and we played his Nintendo 64 instead. Yeah. That checks out though. What was I gonna say? Oh, before the stream, before I started playing Arknights today, because I've been playing like 12 hours of Arknights a day, I was like, in the beginning of the stream, I better try to play something else so I could mix it up, at least for the VOD channel, so it's not just, 25 VODs of this. So I played Sonic Drift for the Game Gear for an hour before I started playing this today. The other Originium formations we found along the way do not share such structural properties. Perhaps we'll know more once we restore the Endmen's memories.
And I did have a Game Gear as a kid. What's Sonic Drift? It's like a... It's a racing game. But it's like a Mario Kart style racing game. You know what I mean? Like that perspective.
Wonderful.
Mario Kart, F-Zero, that type of thing. Yeah. It's no Sonic R. It definitely doesn't have the soundtrack of Sonic R. Now that is a fucking banger. The game sucks, but the music is awesome. But yeah. I've been I kind of want to play like a TRLE before I start playing something like this. I feel like that's a good pattern to get into, is that if I'm really stuck on a game like this, like I was telling you, Mikey, like if I'm really into something, I better mix it up, because otherwise people start unsubscribing. So, I wanted to do TRLEs, but the problem is that it takes me so long to play TRLEs because I'm so bad at Tomb Raider. Did you end up playing Shattered Ties yet? No, I haven't. Yeah, Sonic is in Sonic the Hedgehog, yeah. Let me see, Shattered Ties. Is it on trle.net? Oh my god, no! No! I just googled Shattered Ties and it just took me to like a porn comic. What are you sending me to, Jamaica? What's going on? It's like an NTR. Like, okay, no. I have not played this. Oh, Winston is dead. Lara's devastated. Oh my god. But in front of it, dude. No, I did afterwards. Yeah, the first time it didn't work. No, it's on trle.net. I just went there and searched it. But no, so I'll tell you, it's a horror title, or a horror TRLE. This looks cool. The I've been playing through, I guess, you know, just to kind of get into it a little bit, I've been playing through TRLEs that are running in the Tomb engine. So they're not running on like the TR4 engine, specifically Tomb engine. And the main reason is because they're easier to get up and running, in my experience. Because a couple of the TRLEs I've tried to play, I had to troubleshoot before I started them. And even when they do get running, they run at like 30 frames per second and a bad resolution. There's a lot of TRLEs that I would like to try out. But I was like, let's start with the easy stuff, things that I can guarantee I'll play. So I played one called Arms Race that was pretty cool, and that ran in Tomb engine. The good thing about that is that if people make their TRLEs in that, then, you know, it already runs at 60 frames per second. It already has controller support. And that, oh, that's another thing I should probably mention, is I think, Jamaica, you said you play with keyboard, and, well, just keyboard, not mouse, right, for Tomb Raider? And I remember from back in the day when I was playing Tomb Raider, a lot of people play on keyboard. And I was even checking out some other Tomb Raider related video. Oh, you're on controller? Okay. Because I thought maybe I was crazy, because I can't play Tomb Raider with a keyboard. Joy to key. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. I don't know who I thought. Oh. Let's go down here. I don't know who I thought maybe mentioned that, but a lot of people seem to play Tomb Raider with keyboard, and I've heard a lot of good things, but I can't do it. I have a hard time. Can't enjoy Tomb Raider with a keyboard. Okay, you know what? I must have just made it up then. But I think, you know, what it comes down to, though, is that you think about where the community for classic Tomb Raider is, and it's all on PC because of TRLEs. Like, that's where the community is. So, can't enjoy TR with modern controls yet. No, and I can't either. Like, at some point I will go through TR 1 through 6 with the remaster. I mean, I own them, but I mean, you know me. Just because I own it doesn't mean I'll ever fucking play it, because I just own a trillion games. But I'll play. I want to play through those. Oh, of course. How many are these on? Oh, 2. thought there was more than that. But there's a 0% chance I'm going to use the modern controls for that. That's awful. It's not designed for that. Yeah. The thing is though, Jimmy, it's like, okay, it is kind of goofy, you know, Lara looks like way better, all this stuff looks way better, but you're still using tank controls, but at the same time, it's not like the levels are designed any differently. Like, they're designed for tank controls. That's a big part of the enjoyment of the Tomb Raider games for me, is that, like, the, just the blocky nature of the level design, it necessitates the tank controls. And, it makes it feel like, I mean, it is like literal puzzle platforming. It kind of, like, embodies that completely. So, the idea of then putting analog controls where, like, it's really imprecise, and I don't know. I mean, you know this, you guys know this. How many times have you, like, tried to make a jump in Tomb Raider, and, she doesn't have enough clearance before the end of the block for you to actually make the jump. So you just run across and just fall off the block. That happens all the time. And that's with tank controls. That's when, like, you know for a fact where you're lined up. And then there's the modern controls with analog where now you're just fucked. You know, too many in TR4 specifically. Yeah, I believe that. So in, like, with modern controls, without lining up every block, you know what I mean? Like, you can't reliably, you know, go in any specific... I don't know. You know what I mean. I'm not articulating it well enough. But it's just easier to line those jumps up when you have tank controls as opposed to 360 analog.
Thank you. I thought we were all good to
and even then, I still suck, so... I played a TRLE that Arms Race TRLE. It's like, I don't know, on TRLE.net and TR Customs, it was like, oh, this is a short one. You'll beat this in a couple hours, maybe like an hour or two. It took me like 4.5 hours. So
things would have ended horribly for us if it wasn't for you. You saved us all.
I remember, I was in your chat for a little bit when you were doing I forget which game you were playing. I think maybe it was TR3, and you were having a hard time with the ropes. She was moving really slow, which was really funny. Only got to finish Ireland on all the VCI levels in TR5. I don't want to do it. Yeah, I really want to check out... well, I'm very curious about how Angel of Darkness is in the remaster. Probably can't be good. On your PS5 it shows it isn't finished. Oh, really?
It's what we do. Are you all right?
Everyone's all right. The glowing branches saved us. All the stories that Granny Jenna told us are true.
Good. The shockwaves have ended.
Okay.
Can you make it better?
Wait! Hold on.
Just breathe easy.
Okay. We saw a strange figure while escaping to this place.
Archosaria?
Archosaria in the valley.
What the hell's that?
Nefereth.
She
suddenly
her. Disappeared when the barrier showed up.
Don't worry. There's no need to think about this right now.
You're my saviors. The road ahead is out.
Good luck out
there.
I knew it! Nefereth. It doesn't matter what she's going...
Okay. What was I going to say? Since we're talking about Tomb Raider, which, funny enough, it's what a lot of my streams end up being.
Power is back online.
Here, you know what? Just to show you guys. Before I yap about Tomb Raider more, which I will.
The road is clear. Let's go, Endman.
Okay, so I was just telling Mikey before you hopped in, Jamaica, that this game is basically, it is like Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves and that type of thing. It's exactly like that. This game, I'm really liking it. I'm having a lot of fun. The open world stuff is exactly carbon copy Genshin Impact. Like with a slightly like science fiction-y futuristic kind of theme. But this game, as far as the open world gameplay goes, does not have a single creative bone in its body. This is the most like paint by numbers kind of thing you've ever seen. But there's one thing this game has that those games don't have, and it's got me fucking hooked. It's this. This is it's like a simplified version of Factorio or Satisfactory. More Factorio because you can't lift the belts. But you build a factory. There's a production angle. Now look at this. This just gets the autismo moving. It's just, yep. We've got a bunch of charts. We're seeing how much I'm using, how much we're yielding. It's all there. And a lot of the progression is geared specifically towards this. This has got me hooked. Old theme hospital. Yeah. No, I don't think I've never played the hospital one. I know exactly the game. Who made those? Let me see. Because I've played other ones like that, like other Tycoon games. But who made Theme Hospital specifically? Are they the ones that make... Oh, that was Bullfrog, so that was Peter Molyneux. Okay. I didn't realize that fucking Bullfrog made those. Maybe I played Theme Park. Old one is on GOG, yeah. I was thinking of, who... Like 2 Point Hospital and stuff like that. Like, I know that you were talking about the old one, but I thought that the team that made 2 Point Hospital made the old Theme Hospital. Apparently not.
So
oh, no. Okay.
Talos too?
No. The two out of the three... Oh my god, be quiet. Sorry. 2 out of the 3 creators of Bullfrog, or maybe not creators of Bullfrog, but the people who worked on Theme Hospital made 2 Point Hospital. Okay. So yeah, like a new... I played 2 Point Hospital, it's fun, but it's not the same thing. Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, those older school, like, Tycoon games, I never really got into. But I do... Look, I love games with any kind of, like, economic sim kind of, like, a management aspect to it. So... This game is free, obviously. You know the stuff that I've been doing on stream so far, where I'm running around and fighting stuff and listening to anime stuff? I wish I could do almost none of that, and then just do progression stuff towards this. I'm actually a little disappointed so far that the progression towards this side of the game hasn't been more heavy-handed. But then I see people online saying, I just want to skip the factory stuff so I can get to the gacha. Which is not my interest in this game, unfortunately. But, you know, this is what gets everybody excited, unfortunately. It's spending money to do gacha pulls. It's not, it's not embracing your inner autism to make sure that you can produce enough batteries to keep the factory running. But, hey, you know, that reminds me. How are we looking here? Look into this later. We've drained this one. They've got 345. To each its own. Yeah, no, exactly. But the thing that to each their own to a degree, because if the people who make this game find that all of their audience is too confused or too uninterested in this aspect of the game, then in future updates, because it's a live service game, they're just gonna weed it. You know what I mean? Pull it all out. And not pull it all out, but you know what I mean? Like, lessen its importance on the progression of the game. And to me, this is the fun part. So, that does have me concerned a little bit. But, you know, whatever, it's a gacha game. There's plenty of games that do this better anyway, but I think that this is a pretty novel idea. And it's unique. It's where I said that there's not a single creative bone in its body. That's only in reference to all of the typical open world gacha bullshit. This is pretty inspired. It's pretty... It's almost like a carbon copy of like what other games are doing in this genre, but it's still pretty unique for gacha. You know, for a gacha game. It's free, so it's pretty cool. But anyway, that aside, I was talking about Tomb Raider. as this stream always ends up going back to anyway. So what was I saying about Tomb Raider? Oh, I was going to ask you guys, because I haven't really mentioned this. I know I've brought it up in Discord, but now that I know that... I'm too confused at what was happening. Fair enough. And the funny thing is this is like a really watered down version of that, so it's not even... It's not even super crazy. This is also fun, I'll admit. The Genshin style jumping around and opening stuff. Oh, well that... No, dude. No. Let me just clear this up. All that production stuff, like building the factory, that's not in other gachas. It's only in this. And that's why I'm saying is like, that's why I like this more than I like the other ones. Because this has that angle that's unique. You run around, collect stuff, and spend money in a nutshell. Exactly. It's very high production value. I hate this word, but it is kind of slop. You know, they just put more in the trough. Like, when I say slop, I mean like pig slop. As in like, they pour it into a big fucking basin, and then you stick your fat fucking face in there and eat it. You know? That's what gacha games are. Yeah, no, so Tomb Raider, right? Apparently they put out a new biography for Tomb Raider, for Lara, for like how her how she's supposed to be in the new game. I haven't seen that. They're canceling FF7 Evercry. Wait, really? I played that for a while. Hold on. Are they really closing that down? Cancelled.
Another day of beautiful sounds.
I don't think it is. No, it's still going. Well, I can't find it anywhere. No, and here's the big disappointment in Ever Crisis. And look, I got duped. I'll admit it. With when the Final Fantasy VII Remake was out, well, like when that was new, I played it on stream, right? I did not like it. I did not like Final Fantasy VII Remake. Then I played Final Fantasy VII off stream, and I was like, wait, hold on. Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's not a remake. It is a fucking sequel to Final Fantasy VII. And so now it makes sense why people who like Final Fantasy VII like Final Fantasy VII Remake. Because it's not just like... Yeah, it's very annoying to me, because it's like... Think about it this way, Jamika. It's like, how many times in Remake do they show Sephiroth, or they reference Sephiroth? They don't ever say his name, they show him. Cloud has like a stupid little, like, vision of Sephiroth. But... Think about it like this. If you didn't play Final Fantasy VII, you don't know who Sephiroth is. You don't know anything about it. Even at the end of the game, you don't know what Sephiroth is. Like, you don't have any information about him because you haven't gotten to the point in the story where they actually fucking introduce Sephiroth to you in the original Final Fantasy VII. So imagine it from my perspective, where obviously, yeah, I know who Sephiroth is. I know he's the bad guy. But, like... If all you do is reference him and you cock tease about Sephiroth, it's pointless. It makes no sense. I have no context for this other than I know he's a bad guy. And so they just have this bad Nomura Kingdom Hearts writing for Sephiroth, and it's terrible. So, but if you played Final Fantasy VII, the original, and then you get to the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake, then you realize, oh, this isn't a remake, it's a sequel to Final Fantasy VII. It's Final Fantasy VII 2 is what it is. Part 1.
This feels familiar.
It's like alternate universe Final Fantasy VII. For you to know Sephiroth in the OG, you need to do some side questing. Laura's there just to get, yeah. But no, but the thing is, you can say that, right? You can make excuses for it, but he's in major cutscenes. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, it's, you know, you get a little bonus if you look around for fans of Final Fantasy VII. You can learn more about Sephiroth before you actually meet him. No. He's there. He's in your face like every fucking 2 hours he shows up in a cutscene. It's really bad. Final Fantasy VII Remake, I still don't like, to be honest. But, I haven't beaten Rebirth, but from what I've played of that, I really like. And it's worth mentioning that, like I said, I did eventually play Final Fantasy VII, which improved my enjoyment of those games overall. Rebirth is crazy. That's like a $1 trillion game. Sorry. I'm yapping and forgetting what I'm doing as I get there. Everybody knows I like to complain about Nomura.
Unlike the Blight and Rifts, Orleans aren't that dangerous.
Okay. But anyway. So yeah, they put out a new biography for Lara. Didn't like the remake because it's 40 hours in the game. Yeah, for 3 hours of the game. True. Can I start the Final Fantasy series from 7? Remember, I'm bad at JRPGs. Yeah, you can. I mean, if you like, story-wise anyway, it doesn't matter. But if you're bad at JRPGs, like you're saying, you're gonna be just as bad at Final Fantasy 3. You know, Final Fantasy 7, I think, is probably more accessible than the earlier ones.
This is what Endfield is fighting for.
Sorry, I'm trying to find... I'm trying to find the updated biography. I saw a story about it. Crystal Dynamics made a new biography for Lara for the new games. And I haven't read it yet, so I thought maybe this would be a good time to read it, but I can't find it. So if one of you finds it, send it to me. But I'm so fucking bummed that they're not letting their Tomb Raider go. Like, not that the story of Tomb Raider is really that important, to be honest, but I do find it annoying that it's like, it takes place after Underworld, but they're taking pieces of the Survivor games as well, which is fucking stupid. Because the whole thing is, in their Survivor trilogy, she's obsessed with like finding something out about her dad, right? And her evil stepmom killed her dad or something. I don't remember. But in Underworld, the whole thing is that she's trying to find her mom. So, what? Was that Underworld or was that Legend? Either way, that's that trilogy. She's motivated by like that aspect of it. As long as the game is fun, more like LEU, yeah. I think Underworld kind of sucks, but Legend and Anniversary are pretty good for what they are. They're fun, like, very light platforming action games. I hate the characterization of Lara in those games, to be honest. I don't really like... I don't like the way she's portrayed in those. And I don't like her attitude. It's a little too much. Whereas in, like, the original games, she was just kind of... out for herself, and she didn't really give a fuck, which I like. Not too excited about the new games. I don't want to create expectations, just end up disappointed. Well, yeah, no, I agree with you, which is why I'm shitting on it now, before it even comes out. You like the sassiness of LAU? I like it more than I like the crying whininess of the Survivor games, but yeah, no, I don't hate it. I just don't really like it that much. I think they took it a little too far. And then, and you know what? Fuck it. You know, just a bitch. I do this every time this comes out, but you know how like, how for the Survivor trilogy, everybody that did promotion for fucking those games for the first like Tomb Raider 2013 or whatever, everybody that did promotion from Crystal Dynamics was so fucking sanctimonious about how, oh, their Lara, like, you know, our Lara is modern, you know, and she's not going out like they did before, you know, she's not dressed like a hussy, you know. Meanwhile, those fuckers are the ones that made Legend and Anniversary and Underworld, you know, the ones where you're wearing a fucking bikini, or you're wearing like, you know, what that like sexy gown that she wears at the beginning of the game. It's so annoying. It's so fucking hypocritical. And I remember there is an interview for Shadow of the Tomb Raider where they're like, oh yeah, we're not going to dress her up in, maybe it wasn't Shadow of the Tomb Raider, but it was for one of those games. They were like, we're not going to dress her up in like shorts and a tank top or whatever. That would just be stupid, wouldn't it? And then, yeah, it's same devs, or same studio, I should say. And then, guess what they have her doing in fucking Shadow of the Tomb Raider? She's fucking climbing she's climbing up cliffs, like on the underside of cliffs with whatever, I don't know, what do you call them? Like the hooks that you use to climb, like for rock climbing? But she's using those, and she's climbing up wearing a dress and sandals. And it's like, oh, well, she's getting in with the Incan culture. Yeah, like the pickaxes, I guess, right? Like pickaxes. But like the little ones that you use for climbing to like stick in rocks. And she's like hanging from those, and she's climbing up, and she's wearing fucking sandals. It's like, oh, okay, so Crystal Dynamics, what they really mean to say is that they don't like Core's Lara because people found her attractive. You know, it's fucking annoying. Yeah. Did you guys see that one of the pre-order outfits for the new game is the Underworld scuba outfit? Of course. No, and here, okay. This whole VOD, so if you're watching this on the VOD channel, I'm sorry. It's just me talking about Tomb Raider now. Let me just say, they don't have a choice. There is a 0% chance that Core Design decided to make this game. There's a 0% chance. Because the fact that they, like, I'm thinking about it like this. They get dumped by Square Enix, right? I think they're like funded with like private equity now. At least partially. And they were so sanctimonious, they were so disrespectful to the original devs. Like even back in the day with Anniversary, like I played that 20th anniversary demo that Core made. They were making that at the same time, not knowing that Crystal Dynamics was also working on one, because Crystal Dynamics found out that Core was making that game, and then begged Eidos, their publisher at the time, to get a crack at doing it themselves. And then once it was announced that Core Design was getting dumped, and then their fucking studio got shuttered, there's like forum posts from back then of people, at least one person from Core or from Crystal Dynamics, like grave dancing on Core for being like, oh man, can you believe they tried to take that project from us? It's like, dude, like they invented this character. You know what I mean? So my point is that these people that work at Crystal Dynamics have been nasty since the beginning. And then for them to make the only fucking Tomb Raider game where like she's dressing up in like, you know, like tiny dresses and fucking bikinis and shit like that. Like I know that Lara wore some like, you know, she wore like a skin-tight cat suit and stuff like that in some of the games, but their Lara is more overtly sexual. And then they go, when they're making the Survivor games, oh, we're not doing what they did back then. That's not our Lara. They only started making those games, it's because what Eidos forced them to do, right? And then now it's theirs because Core Design doesn't exist, and they were shuttered. They combined with Eidos. And then they got thrown away by Square Enix, but they got to keep Tomb Raider. So now, it's the only thing they own. Did the second trilogy? 4, 5, and 6? What do you mean? No, Core did 1 through 6. Crystal did LAU and the Survivor games. Yeah. Core Design did 1 through 6. So the reason I'm mentioning all this backstory is because they did not. I really think this. It was a work for hire situation at first. They were forced to make a Tomb Raider game because it was huge, and you know, they wanted to put more bodies on it, right? Eventually, Core gets shuttered because AOD was a shit show, and then now they're the sole company working on Tomb Raider games. They never wanted to, you know. They didn't have any respect for the people who made Tomb Raider. And then on top of that, it's exactly like all of these other like properties coming back. They think that they're doing better than what the people who invented it did. You know what I mean? So it's like disrespectful on every fucking count, right? So to bring it all the way back to right now, the Survivor trilogy is over. They're not owned by a major publisher anymore. They're on their own. They need to get funding for their next game. What do? They have to dive back into the well to go and make things that they don't want because they don't have the money to prop themselves up anymore. You know what I mean? The Survivor trilogy, that was them, right? They could do what they wanted, presumably. And that's their invention.
Where should we go next?
But when other companies come in and say, we're going to give you money to make a Tomb Raider game, when Amazon says, we're going to give you money to make a Tomb Raider game, or we're going to pay for the license to make a Tomb Raider project for the show, what does Amazon do? It's based on the classic Tomb Raider. You know what I mean? When they're looking for money for this new game, what is it based on? It's a remake of Tomb Raider 1. You know what I mean? What is Catalyst? Oh, it's the future. It's in the future. It's past all this other stuff. You know, it's the latest game chronologically. What does she resemble? She resembles classic Tomb Raider. So, long story short, the moneymaker is classic Lara. And that's not what they wanted. It's not their Lara. It's the classic version of Lara. So I think that there's a lot of people who are really unhappy at that studio right now because they're being forced to give Lara a fucking, you know, her shorts. She's carrying 2 guns. They're not happy. Fuck them. I fucking hate Crystal Dynamics. But anyway, sorry. That was my rant. That was my 15-minute rant. New games, even though partly done by the same company, the Crystal Dynamics team surely will have changed since then. Yeah. I'm sure. Look, you know, they've gone through so many changes. It's not the same people, but I guess for me, it's kind of in my mind, like I said about them like that one dev. And to be fair, it's just the one guy on, the forums that was grave dancing, right, on Core Design, and then them making their own thing and going, oh, well, it's better. We've evolved Lara. We've evolved the mechanics of Tomb Raider for Tomb Raider Legend. And then Survivor comes around and they're like, oh, she's not like that old Tomb Raider. You're going to see how she became really badass. You know what I mean? She's going to actually have emotions and stuff like that. I'm sorry. I don't want Lara to have emotions. I want her to just be an action character. You know what I mean? She fucking kills Bigfoot and she doesn't care. He's the only one there and she's killing him and she doesn't fucking care. You know what I mean? She's stealing shit. The whole thing is, like, her origin story is that a plane crashes, she becomes like an adrenaline junkie, and then she's disowned by her parents because she wants to go fuck around. And then she becomes rich because she's really cool at being badass and like going and tomb raiding and shit. You know what I mean? You're not a good person if you're raiding tombs. So just be like a cool action lady. She's older than an Underworld. I hope she's aging. Not just me. She's closer to my age now. Yeah. Anyway. We want Lara to get impaled by a rusty iron. Dig it out and... Yeah. Dude. But think about this. Think about that, though. That is so excessive. That is what is considered mature. If you're making games, if you're a modern game dev, it's that your character is vulnerable, quote unquote, which just means she lands on a spike, or sometimes when she's sliding down I don't know. Remember all those scenes in Tomb Raider 2013 where she's sliding down stuff and then she gets fucking impaled through the throat if you miss? Look, I know she lands on spikes When I play Tomb Raider, she lands on spikes every 15 minutes, but that's not the point. It wasn't graphic, you know what I mean? It makes me feel bad when she fucking when she gets a rock, like, you know, a sharp rock put through her throat. Tomb Raider 2013. Anyway, that's enough about that. But yeah, the main thing is I don't think that I don't think that Crystal is working on this new game.
I was getting worried about you.
Because they had the idea. I think that somebody said, hey, why don't we start making money off of these Tomb Raider games again?
The last anchor should be in the logistics
And then they said,
area.
I got an idea.
Go ahead and take a short break.
Give her a smaller shirt. There's a part in 2013. Went wah. It was so well timed. That could have been any part of the game, man. Smaller shirt was in LAU. Dude, yeah, no. In LAU, she was showing off. She was showing skin for those entire games. And, oh, what? I wasn't in the cone.
No second chance.
In Underworld, she's the oldest she ever was in those games. But she was looking hot. She was looking good. Oops. All right.
Target locked. Fire. A definitive outcome achieved through strong.
The Japan section. Nope, no cleavage or leg shown. It's like, I don't know. It's this modern era of quote unquote realism. It's almost done. It came to a head for me when you guys, I don't know if you pay attention at all to like Mortal Kombat, but when Mortal Kombat, I think it was Mortal Kombat, maybe it was 11. I think it was MK11. It was after X. But they were like, is MK11 the one that had Ronda Rousey in it? It was whichever one had Ronda Rousey in it as Sonya. And they were like, yeah, we're not making the characters, like, we're putting the women in clothes this time. And it's because in Mortal Kombat 9 it was really ridiculous. All the chicks had like quadruple D, like F cup, like huge balloons on their chest. It was ridiculous. I agree, and it was so ridiculous I don't even think it was attractive. You know what I mean? It was really goofy. But, you know, their market historically for Mortal Kombat games has been teenage boys. You know, shocker, right? I know that's a big surprise to a lot of people, but then in one of the newer ones that had Ronda Rousey as Sonya, they were like, yeah, we're going to dress them up so they don't look as, you know, ridiculous. No, they're wearing, like, fucking long sleeve shirts, and, like, one of the characters is in, like, practically a burqa. And it's like, dude, this is so stupid when Ronda Rousey is playing fucking Sonya. Do you know what Ronda Rousey wears when she goes to beat the shit out of women in an octagon? You know? She's wearing, like, Spanx and a sports bra. It's like, that's what you would wear if you were like fist fighting somebody. Like, you need the mobility, you know? It's like, instead of, I don't know, that stuff is just so stupid. And yeah, they're more preoccupied with the clothes than the fact that it's just like horrific violence. Yeah, we're talking about realism in a game where Sub-Zero can reach his hand into your gut and freeze your spine and shatter it, then pull his arm out and you get back to fighting. It's stupid. You know what I mean? But my point is that there was a time in the recent past where making like real, quote unquote, realistic, which isn't realistic, like I just said. It's not realistic to be wearing that in a fucking fight, in a fist fight. It's more realistic to be like Jax or something and be wearing like jeans and no shirt to fist fight somebody. But that era, I think, is on its way out, and that's why you're seeing Lara go back to her classic outfit.
Once the scan is complete.
Also, it's a remake of Tomb Raider 1, but Even the TV show has her classic outfit, which I was actually surprised about. I didn't realize it was going to be a remake of that, or, you know, a show based on that. And I think she looks good as Lara. The problem is that Sophie Turner is not a good actress. But hey, what are you going to do? Is there another one up there? Oh. Is this gonna kill me? Yep. Oops. She was so wooden in Game of Thrones. Honestly, I haven't watched Game of Thrones. I know that's like a sin. Oh, we're going that way? I tried to watch Game of Thrones a couple of times, and I couldn't get past the first season because there was so many they use so many like fake words and names and stuff like that, and every time that would happen I would just be like, I want to know who that is so bad. I just want to know the names they're saying and the places that they're talking about. I want to understand what they're talking about, and it would drive me nuts because I would just spend the whole time on the wiki, you know. I can't help it. But yeah, no, I've seen her specifically in the X-Men movies, and she is fucking terrible in those movies. She's really bad in those. I never watched Dark Phoenix because I was like, a movie about her?
High threat hostile.
Yeah, no
Approach
way.
with caution.
No thanks. Oh. And the funny thing is that those X-Men movies in general are really good, but because they have James McAvoy, they have James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender. Those guys are so good. It's crazy to to think about it now that to replace Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, they got those two guys and it worked, is incredible to me. But unfortunately, they replaced Famke Janssen with Sophie Turner, and she was awful. But the look is, I think she looks good though as Lara. I think she pulls it off. Like if you're really going for classic Lara, you really can't do much better than, you know, Angelina Jolie back in the day. That is like amazing casting. You know?
This is the last
Plus,
anchor.
she could pull off just like the quippy action dialogue. You know what I mean? So I have a feeling that the Tomb Raider show, it's probably going to be closer to what I would want, but it's going to be very poorly acted.
Cradle of the
That's my
Ages.
guess.
I wonder what it's like inside right now.
To take down the Angelos inside there, the UWST was forced to detonate the Great Originium Oak. Endman, your top priority is to keep yourself safe, no matter what happens.
Leave it to
the barrier to the Cradle of the Ages should be gone.
Okay. You know, the fact that, you know, you're saying you'll give it one episode, I didn't give that animated show one episode. I didn't watch it at all. Lovely moment talking here. I need to drive through a lot of rain to get to... Dude, I wish I had rain. We got 1.5 feet of snow last night. So, good luck, drive safe. And thanks for hanging out.
Neck straight.
37,000 stock bills. Let's get that going. We can sell batteries. See you around, Jimmy. Let's sell these. We can get... Okay. Decent chunk. We get more money from selling to this outpost, but they're the ones who need the prosperity more. Sell that as well. Wish I had I wish I had snow so I didn't have to go to work. Yeah. But then you'd have to shovel. It sucks. But, gave it one episode and got bored. But didn't they make Lara gay in the show? I don't know. I'm just like... They gave her... I know, Jumi said that this isn't true, because I said it in her chat the other day. But I was like, I didn't watch it, right? Because they gave Lara a man chest. But they kind of did. They kind of did. And then I'm pretty sure they made her gay or something. And then and I was like, you know, I just have a feeling this isn't going to be the Lara I'm thinking of. So, you know, that's enough. Oh wait, I've been waiting for this all day. Hold on. We have a delivery quest we can do from here. We pick it up here. I'm assuming we go... Oh, wait. Let's see. Check the job. So I think we need to get from here to here without jumping. Which I don't think is going to be possible. She definitely had sexual tension with that lady in Legend. You called it? Zip and Jonah, 2 favorite side characters. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. I think I think it's fine. I think missing it, I'm happy I missed it. I'm okay with that. I want to see... Oh, okay, now let's go this way. Okay, no combat. Can we get over there from here? If only it was Zip from Chronicles. No, can't we? I forgot he was in that, now that I'm thinking about it.
High threat hostile. Approach with caution.
Oh shit. Did I? Have I screwed myself? Jumping, taking hits, and teleporting. No, no.
Originium is a fragment of a shattered universe. This one traveled massive distances to be here, right before us.
Okay, the integrity is still... Oh, I didn't jump. Oh my god. Okay, great. I didn't jump. How do I get across? I gotta get across there. Okay, that looks like they're gonna fight me. Oh. No jumping? It propelled me itself? Let's go.
High threat hostile. Approach with caution.
Wacky inflatable man?
Of a shattered universe. This one traveled massive distances to be here, right before us.
Oh no. I can't get over that way? Oh no, this way. Is this possible to do without jumping?
Approach with caution.
Oh my god, oh my god! Let's go! Oh my god, no jumps! The reason why I want to actually do this is because I'll get 133k for this.
We seem to have high-value supplies nearby. Keep an eye out for those.
Thanks.
Where's this going? Better get ready for work. Hey, thanks for hanging out, man. Both you and Jumi. That was cool. But yeah, have a good day at work. Hopefully you don't have to drive through snow. Hopefully it's an easy day. Okay. Hell yeah. 133, baby. Now, where are we at here? No, let's not do that yet. There was one for like 170k. I'm gonna see if I can try to get that one. Man, just a whole VOD of me talking about Tomb Raider while playing a gacha game. Alright. That wasn't the plan, but of course that's how it went. I still don't really understand. Transferring delivery jobs. After accepting a delivery job, you can transfer it by using the transfer job button. Transferred job deliveries. Once a delivery job is added to the list of delivery jobs, if someone accepts and completes it, then both the client and the deliverer will receive the same final feedback. Oh, really? Job clients can claim the final fee from the job. Wait, so if I just send this out, somebody else does it, it counts for me too? Is that what they're saying? That's kind of nuts. I'm gonna wait until we get another one here. Oh, man. Come on. Jobs transferred. Let's, you know what? I'm gonna try to transfer a job real quick. Just to see. We seem to have an excess of Therium ore. Now, how do I transfer this job? Bid mode. Wait. Start delivery. How do I... Oh, transfer job. Okay. I mean, that's 60k down the drain if nobody does it, but... Oh! Somebody already is on it. Okay. Alright. Cool. Well, I might cut the VOD here. Take a quick leak. But hopefully we can get another job here. I want one of those 170k jobs. We're negative 163. Looking better, I think, right? People pick those jobs really fast, though. Like, that went as soon as I posted it. We'll come back later. I'll do it when I have nothing else to do. So for now, let's just go back up here. And, yeah. So, I'm gonna go take a quick leak. I'll be right back, and we're gonna play a whole lot more of this game. Be right back.